Okay, let's get back into enactment. We're probably barely even aware of it, but most of the companies we may use daily are actually companies built around core values and ideas, such as Tim Hortons. If we go behind closed doors of Tim Hortons, we find the standards of business practices. And one of the first lines state, our standards of business practices, along with our company values, provide guidelines that we can all use to evaluate and direct our business activities worldwide. This meaning that every single Tim Hortons worldwide share the same guidelines and values, pretty much saying that Tim Hortons worldwide have a shared reality. If we look at page 10, the standard states, the ethics of a performance-driven culture. We value the role that each employee plays in satisfying our customers. We want to be the employer of choice in our industry, so we create a culture that allows us to attract, train, develop, and retain the highest quality talent available. Then they list points which explain which values create their cultures, such as performance is the key. So what this really means is that they look for the right employees that have the potential to be able to share these values that create their shared reality for every single Tim Hortons worldwide. Then we move to page 8, which states the responsibility for food safety is shared by everyone in our system. Everyone, including employees, franchisees, and suppliers, is expected to immediately report any problem with food safety to his or her supervisor or the next level of management. This commitment to product quality by every employee and by everyone we do business with is the key to keeping our shared promise, meaning that they all share this value, that being the duty to assure the food safety and quality. Then, they even have duties at the management level, which state on page 13, compliance culture. Compliance with these standards and with all applicable laws and regulations is part of our culture. All supervisors and managers are expected to set an example for other employees by conducting their duties in compliance with the standards of business practices. So employees know exactly who and when to talk to someone, because then it states employees are encouraged to consult their supervisors with any questions regarding these standards. Does this not remind you of the regulative rules we spoke about earlier? Then remember how we said the challenge of creating new forms of an organization and management is very much a challenge of cultural change? Do we see how these standards are expected to be encoded in the managers as well as the employers? Whew. Now what about their slogan? Always fresh, always Tim Hortons. So I dug a little deeper on their website and retained some of the things that were written, which made it real obvious that their organization can be viewed as a shared reality. Looking into their cup of coffee, I found the following. Tim Hortons was founded on the promise of making fresh, delicious coffee every time, and we're committed to that idea today as we were in 1964. So what does that tell you? Time has not changed their values. And as Morgan would say, to come to grips with an organization's culture, it is necessary to uncover the mundane as well as the more vivid aspects of the reality construction process. So time does not change their values. Then it goes on to say that's why you'll see expiry times written on our coffee pots. This time proves that every coffee is served within 20 minutes or not at all. It's our reminder and your guarantee. All that work is matched by the care of our restaurant team members put into ensuring that you get a great cup of coffee. And they are always ready to make your coffee just the way you like it and served with a smile. Do we see how this is drilled into employees' minds in order to sustain Tim Hortons values? Oh man. The focus also at Tim Hortons is pretty much to create freshness guaranteed organization where staff at every level meets the needs of the customer and the standard level that Tim Hortons has applied. So do we pretty much see how Tim Hortons does present a shared reality? I mean, with all these ways that they have these shared values and on all the different levels, who really knew that all this was behind a cup of Tim Hortons coffee? That'll make you think next time you have it, huh?
Created using Powtoon.